Chapter 6. The Trap. A note had been left in the box's place. It said that the box had been taken away by the Janus Foundation. The note said that the Janus Foundation had provided the money to find the box, and so it belonged to them. Professor Waters was furious. He phoned Sir Derek Janus to complain, but Janus refused to speak to him. George, Mark and Lisa went back to George's house. George told Mark and Lisa that he would have to go to the Janus Foundation. He would go that night once it was dark. He would lock the box once and for all. George said that he would ask Erica to stay the night at the house. That way, if anything went wrong, someone would be able to look after them until their mother came. Mark and Lisa were upset. "You must take us with you," said Lisa. "We can help you." "It's far too risky," said George. "I must keep you two safe." At the Janus Foundation, Janus told Dr. Burns about his plan to get hold of the keys. He had set a trap for George. "The Guardian will know that the box is here," Janus said. "He will have to come here to try to open it. When he does, we will catch him." That night, George went to the Janus Foundation building. He opened a window and crept in through it. Inside, all the crystal security cameras were watching for him. George used his powers to freeze the pictures. Every crystal camera now showed an empty corridor. George heard a guard coming along the corridor, and so he hid in a room. The guard went into an office opposite. George was stuck. Back at George's house, Mark and Lisa were worried. They wondered what was happening to George. They decided to use the crystal mobile to get in touch with Anna. In George's study, Mark got the crystals working. The picture of Anna and Ariana appeared. Mark and Lisa told them that George had gone to the Janus Foundation building. Anna was worried by this. She had worked out the clues to one of the riddles in the old book. This riddle said that the Janus Foundation building was a trap. "A trap! I knew it," said Mark. "We have to do something. We must go to the Janus Foundation. We must warn Uncle George. Come on." At the Janus Foundation, the guard left his office and went on with his business. George slipped out of the room. He began to look for the box. Janus and Burns were watching the crystal monitors. There was nothing moving on any of them. They realized something was wrong. They realized the cameras had been stuck on the same picture. Burns got the cameras working again. The first picture they saw was Mark and Lisa. The children had crept into the building to look for George. "Catch those two children," ordered Janus. George had found the box. It was in a room on its own. The room was dark. George crept towards the box. He took out the keys. He was just about to open the box when the lights went on. George turned. Janus and Burns were there. With them was some other watchers. They were holding Mark and Lisa.